Good morning. Welcome to the Chicala Kitchen. Hope everyone's doing well. Before I start, I want to say thank you to everyone who messaged and texted and emailed about Nova. She's feeling a bit better. It's a little hard to keep her from jumping because that is her favorite thing to do, but I think she feels it because we've seen her lift her leg on occasion. But thank you so much. We really appreciate all the love and concern for our baby girl. Okay, so today's going to be a busy day. Later on, I will be posting a video for our next fall winter soup series. We will be doing Italian wedding soup. But right now, I'm going to be doing bakery style chocolate chip muffins. By bakery style, I mean the big ones. So what I'm using is my jumbo muffin pan. There's only 6 wells in here instead of the regular 12 well cupcake pan. So these are pretty big. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is a half a stick of melted butter will go in here. And we've got a 1/4 cup of oil. Any neutral flavored oil. I'm using vegetable today, but you can use canola, you can use avocado, whatever floats your boat. And I have a cup of sugar. So we're going to whisk that up to blend it. Good. Okay, now I'm adding 1 whole egg and 1 egg white, okay? I saved the yolk to make Nova a treat for breakfast. We've got a half a cup of buttermilk. I am fortunate here in North Carolina. I can find whole milk buttermilk, but you can use the lower fat one. I know in New York I could never find whole milk buttermilk. And this is vanilla bean paste, any vanilla, about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons. I'm just giving it a glug. Probably about 2 teaspoons. And we're going to whisk that all together really well. Okay, now I weigh my flour. I have so many recipes that are in Italian or European, and they're all in grams and milliliters, so I have a kitchen scale. They are really inexpensive on Amazon. They're not expensive at all. So this is 220 grams of flour, probably between 1.5 cups and 1.75 cups. It's in that range. I've got, I have to look at my notes. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, and 3/4 teaspoon of salt. You always put salt in something sweet, brings out the flavor. Okay, so this is all whisked together. And I'm going to slowly start, now you notice I'm not using a mixer for any of this, all done by hand. I'm going to start mixing this flour in, the dry ingredients. Okay, let me get this mixed in before I go on. I also have a cup of chocolate chips. Now, I intended to use all mini chips, and I only had a half a cup left, so it's a mixture. It's a half a cup of mini chips and a half a cup of the regular size. Again, whatever floats your boat. Use whatever chips you want. You could use any flavor. I'm using chocolate. You could use butterscotch. You could use peanut butter. You can use anything. I'm going to throw these chips in. And I'm going to throw the last of the flour in. And I'm going to mix this up well. Now here comes the very, very important part. Do not skip this step. We are going to cover this with a kitchen towel, and I'm going to let it sit for an hour. It's just going to sit right here. In the meantime, I'm going to go make some pizza dough and get out my ingredients for the soup to do that video. But we are going to let this sit for 1 hour, and then we'll come back. In the meantime, you can preheat your oven to 425. Okay, hot oven. Make sure it's at 425. Here we go. 1 hour. I'll see you in an hour. Alrighty, so it's been sitting an hour. I have some coarse sugar here. And now we're going to fill up these cups. Now, you want to fill them all the way to the top. That's really important. The oven is preheated at 450 degrees. Okay, all the way to the top, just like that. Now I'm doing every other one so that they have room to rise without bumping into each other and sticking together. Oops. Okay. Make sure it's nice and full. And we're probably going to get 4 out of this, but these are huge muffins. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm not going to run the oven again for 1. That would be silly, wouldn't it? So let's just hope it doesn't overrise. There we go. Perfect. Now, depending on the size of your muffin cups, you're going to get 4 to 6. These are pretty big, but you want the jumbo cups. If you're going to use regular mini, regular cupcake pans, then you're going to need to watch your time. Now, hang on, let me wipe my hands. Okay. Perfect. We're going to take some coarse sugar and sprinkle it on top. Now, these are going to go in a 425 oven for 8 minutes. Do not open the oven door. Turn it down to 350 and about 15 minutes more. Keep an eye on them. I'm going by my oven here, so everybody's oven is different, but 8 minutes at 425, then turn it down. Do not open the oven. Don't let any of that heat out. There we go. And we'll see you back when they're done. These are going to be gorgeous. All right, so these just came out. They're beautiful. We're going to let these cool in here for probably 10 minutes or so before I take them out to cool all the way. Now, this took actually about 20 minutes at 350 in my oven, so definitely make sure that you check your oven for your time. But they're gorgeous. They smell amazing, and I am off to get my ingredients together. Please come back and join us for our fall winter soup series. We are doing Italian wedding soup today, and it's one of my favorite. It's actually my daughter-in-law's absolute favorite, and it is a Thanksgiving tradition around here for her. So please come back and join us. See you soon. Buon cibo, buon amici. Good food, good friends.